The Bible says he fell back and broke his neck. Terrible judgment, because he was trying to pretend that he didn't hear what God was saying. When God speaks, he makes himself very clear. A lot of times we try to act like we don't perceive it. Child, something said, something. That's something in the house of the Lord. That's God speaking. And he's telling you something that you need to do. Surely we are in the presence of the Lord. But many times we don't perceive it because we don't want to perceive it. We rather act like we sleep. But he said, wake up, O sleeper. Wake up, O sleeper, and arise from the dead. And God wants to give you light. He wants to give you light. He wants you to have light. Don't want you to be ignorant concerning anything. So as we look here, there are those of us today, and I'm done. So I was about to say, we got withered conditions in our lives. We need to perceive that God can do something about it. You need to perceive that. The very thing that's keeping you all stifled, where there is no joy in your life because you're involved in. God said, stretch that withered thing forth. Stretch it out. Because I can heal you from that. I can heal you. You got to perceive that I'm here for everything that pertaineth unto your life. I'm going to bring you into a good land. I want you to live happy. I want you to live fulfilled. I want you to have the joy of me down in your life. I don't want you to be living fictitiously. And that's what's wrong with the church. We're too fictitious in what we're doing. We don't really, we scared not to love God, but then we won't go on and love him for real. That was pretty good, wasn't it? That was pretty good, wasn't it? Scared to go on and love him and trust him for real. God wants you to know he's your source. For real. Not just for some things, for everything. He is your source. And any witheredness that you've got in your life, he wants you to know that he can straighten it out. People expect you to get healed from everything. They do. That's why they were watching that man. Because they knew that Jesus was going to do something. They knew he was going to do something. Therefore, you ought to show up among your peers and people that you work with a whole lot of the joy of the Lord down in your soul and showing that you got the victory over anything. You are not held a slave to anything. Any witheredness that may be in your life, you are not a slave to it. God said, I'm going to see about you if I don't see about nobody else. I'm going to see about you. And whatever it may be, whatever that witheredness may be, he says, stretch it out for me. Stretch it out. I'm not worried about the Sabbath day because I am the Sabbath. Stretch it out. I can heal anything that you give me to heal. I can get you freed up from anything you need to be freed up from. But you got to perceive that I want to do it. And I will do it. And I'm already, you don't have to call for me from way up somewhere. I'm here now. I'm here right now. And I'll change and I'll fix anything that disturbs anything where your life is concerned. He said, I will do it. As you focus on him, you focus on him this morning. When you came and sat on that pew, he was right here, waiting for you. He said, you have not. You didn't ask me. We don't ask God because we don't perceive that he's in our presence. So whatever it is that you want me to do, he said, make your request known unto me. Make it known. And any witheredness in your life, stop thinking that nobody's going to ever come along that would ever want you again because you had a bad marriage. God said, I got Mr. Right. Mr. Right is waiting on you. I got Miss Right waiting on you. And I'm not talking about Miss Carolyn Right. I got Miss Right waiting on you. And if you've been broken, if you've been rejected by anything, I don't care what it is. God said, I want you to perceive that I'm here. And I will heal that heart of anything that may not be fixed and anything that may be wrong, any witheredness in your life. Some of you got complexes now because of what you've had to deal with in life. God said, I'm a complex mender. I don't want you to worry about no complex that you may have about anything. I'll heal you from that complex. But you got to perceive that he's here on behalf of you. Stop going out throwing yourself away, running behind folk that don't even want you. Stop doing that. Stop running and acting like you are nothing and a nobody. Your God produced nothing but choice goods. And you're one of them. Stop lowering your standard to try to make folk like you and to try to make them want you. They don't want nothing but your goods, especially if they are nothing. Are you listening to me? Girls, stop using your body to try to show off your worth. You keep yourself for the person that God is going to one day give you to marry. Stop trying to tempt folk with your body, switching and twisting and carrying yourself around to try to call attention to yourself. Take off that short mess, trying to tempt with your body. If a person only wants you because of your goods, you don't have nothing you going after. And there are those that's out there, they want to tarnish you. They want you to really feel bad, and Satan got them set up. That's why anytime you turn loose the things of God and go running out in the street, you setting yourself up to be a hoochie mama or a no good something that don't nobody want. Young men, I want to say to you too, not just the girls, I want to say to the young men, stop running after trash. If she's out there giving it up for everybody, what make you think you got something worthwhile? Anybody that will lay down with you fast, they'll lay down with somebody else faster. Are you hearing me? You got to perceive that if you're living a godly life, that God is going to give you godly goods. He's going to give you something that's going to keep you representing him. And stop acting like you so needy that you so on fire. You just got to run out there and anything that'll take you, you after that. The devil is a liar. Devil is a liar.